Everyone's always talking about how to have success and how to manifest. These videos are all over the place. There's all this information, and it honestly works. It does. But I haven't heard anybody talking about how to know what it is that you're meant to do, how to know what it is that you're meant to succeed at in the first place. And there have been so many times in my personal journey here where I have literally used all these manifestation principles and succeeded, yes, but I ended up creating myself into a reality and position which is not actually in alignment with my true heart and who I really am. And it honestly just ended up causing all kinds of problems for me, and I ended up expending all kinds of energy and stuff along the way that honestly was just not necessary, and a lot of these problems didn't have to take place in the first place. And that's why in this video, we're going to be talking about manifestation, yes, but what comes before it. And to me, what is considered the most important part, and it's how to know what you're actually meant to be doing. Welcome back to another manifestation video. My name is Nathan, and I make videos that have to do with metaphysical stuff, manifestation, and happiness topics all along the spiritual awareness journey. So in this series, it's all about manifestation. And like I said, this very first video in the series is the most important step, which is determining really who you actually are and what it is that you're meant to be doing. So this might seem like a strange thing to say, but also for some of you, it might not. We live in a world full of a lot of distractions, and where there's all this noise coming in and all these people in our families, on the television, society, really honestly every interaction that we have, it seems like there's some kind of projection of someone telling us who we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing. Now, for a lot of us, we feel when that's happening and it feels uncomfortable, like somebody's projecting at you. You can actually determine that, and you can tell this feels a little bit strange. You know, clearly this person's trying to put their story on me. And this happens every single day in almost every interaction we're having, whether you realize that or not. But the most dangerous form of the projections and the things are what we're really actually carrying, you and I and everybody that I know. And it's this subconscious kind of programming, is how some people talk about it, that is kind of convincing you certain things that you're supposed to feel and certain things that you're supposed to want to do. But there's a real genuine expression, and it's you. And it's a beautiful gift that you are to this world. You are the only you that you will ever find. I absolutely guarantee it. And there's an incredible gift that comes with that. But the problem is if we're constantly walking down a road and choosing to do things that we think we want to do because it's influenced by that subconscious programming, we think we want to do it, but it ends up taking us for a whole turn of events that firstly doesn't need to happen. You're probably not gonna have as good a success as you could because it's not who you really are. And thank goodness for that, because if you do succeed, which I have done on a few occasions here, you will have created yourself into what could be kind of compared to a little prison for yourself. And I am a master prison builder, okay? This is a joke I've made in a previous video, but I am really good at manifestation. But only recently have I tapped into the part of what do I actually want to manifest, and it's changed everything. So firstly, what's gonna be awesome for you to do is something that I've been doing, and it's to grab a piece of paper and really commit yourself here in this moment, okay? Because if you really want to get to the bottom of this and figure out who you really are and what you really want to do with your life, then it's as simple as taking in this moment and giving yourself permission and exercising and saying to the universe, I'm serious about this, by grabbing a piece of paper and grabbing a pen. So you can go ahead and pause the video and do this now. So go ahead and take a moment to write down, now that you've got your paper, or you can do this in your head, it's up to you. Write down who it is that you've wanted to be in the past. Right? Like a whole timeline. So for me, the first thing I ever wanted to be, for example, and again, don't think about me too much here, this is about you, but just some examples. I wanted to be a rock climber, right? Then I wanted to be a famous rock star musician, right? Singer on stage. Then I wanted to be a movie actor, right? Then I wanted to be a YouTuber. Okay, so here's 4 solid things on the timeline of my life that I've wanted to be and wanted to do. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the first one on your list, right? So for me, it would be rock climbing. Look at this and think about, okay, there's probably certain characteristics inside of yourself that is why you want to be doing this, like a genuine thing, right? I've always loved adventure. I've always loved challenging myself and climbing to new heights. That's something I've always felt was really awesome within me. The reason that I wanted to be a rock climber as like a major career though, to be perfectly honest, when I really look at it, it's because I had seen some famous rock climbers and I thought it would be really cool to be someone that inspires other people. Now, when I take a look at being like a famous musician, for example, again, I've always loved singing and writing music and things like this, but the major reason that's behind it that I felt so compelled to really dedicate my life to this was because I wanted other people to hear my music. I wanted other people to see how amazing I had become and all the things that I've done and inspired them. But here's the thing. Wanting to be someone in my own story, right? So what we're gonna wanna do now is take a look at your stories and the things that you've wanted to do. And when you've distinguished the major reason why you've wanted to do those things, this is what it looks like for me. And for you, it might look a little bit different. For me, when I really look at it and I spend a day sitting there and contemplating, it's clear to me that these things that I wanted to do has been enforced on me by society and advertisements and things like this. Yes, I love singing. Yes, I love making music. Yes, I love climbing and adventuring. Yes, I love turning on the camera and flowing in a flow state. I flow so awesome when I'm making these videos, and I don't usually flow like this in other areas of my life, right? So I like certain aspects of these things, but the reason that I dedicate myself to them and want to push as it to be like my main career in my life is generally around this frame of wanting to inspire others. But for me, it has clearly come from the perspective that society, for example, and basically showing me that to be someone and to be successful, you need to be famous, you need to have lots of money, right? You need to have a lot of people want to be you. It all comes from a specific place of me feeling the need to prove myself. You see what I'm saying? Now, here's a big magical leap that we're gonna take in this video. Let's step away from the actual ideas of what we've wanted to be and what we could create ourselves to be and look at the main reason that we've determined now, right? So for me, it's a need to prove myself and to be a famous person, right? So instead of saying, I want to be a musician, now go ahead and say, I want to prove myself and be famous. Ugh. You feel how that's not genuine and it's not really right. You know what I'm saying? You can feel, wait a second, do I really want to dedicate my life to needing to prove myself and become a famous person? You see what I'm saying? So instead of the idea of what it is that you want to be, separate yourself from that and simply say out loud, I want to be, fill in the blank, the reason that you want to do that. Now this can be hard for a lot of us to do because we've convinced ourselves so seriously that it's really who we are and what we really actually want to do with our lives, right? But here's the breakthrough moment. This is the biggest emphasis of this video. Detach from yourself and look at things as the witness, the observer to your life. Not identifying, I am Nathan, this is who I am a musician, I am a YouTuber, right? Separate from that and see yourself as a character in a story. This is a huge breakthrough moment potential right here. If you really gave yourself permission to tap into this, I'm telling you. This is a story, theoretically speaking, where we're all just a character and we get to choose our part in the play, right? You get to choose who you are, and we're all acting and creating our role as we go. Now, knowing this and that this is just a play, a stage where we can all just be characters, and you have the freedom to choose who you are you going to choose your role based on the role that other people around you have chosen? Based on what society is kind of telling you is important and what actually is success? Are you going to choose your role based on these external influences? Or are you going to take this free moment and opportunity in the universe that you are here existing in the infinite power of you, that you could be anybody? And the choice is yours. You are the lead role. Not only this, but you are the writer of the role as well. And that's who you really are. So it's just a simple question. Because you can use manifestation techniques and principles to manifest yourself as anything. It's true. You really could do anything. You're unconditionally supported in that way. But if you could be anybody, then why wouldn't you just choose to take this opportunity to be you? What if life didn't have to be a battle? What if it wasn't a hero's journey? What if it wasn't about overcoming obstacles and becoming stronger and stronger and battling against everything? The waves crash you down, but here you are, epically standing up and fighting and moving forwards and becoming stronger. This is a lot of the theme. I'm just kind of walking across this log right now for a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm in a safe place now. I'm at this Lake Siskiyou here in Mount Shasta, Northern California, in case you guys are curious. Really awesome energy here. I like it a lot. So, you could be anybody. Let's take it back to this part. Life doesn't have to be a battle. Lots of society and our family members and all the people around us, there's this common way of thinking that it is, that life is about battling through things and growing stronger. Now, this is a perspective that sure you could adopt. But what if there was this other potential where life actually had the capability of being completely comfortable all the time? Not comfortable in a dead fish in the water, but comfortable in going with the flow of the stream of who you really are. What if you didn't have to battle against certain things about yourself? What if you didn't have to strive to become anything? What if there's something that you already are right now, and if you surrender to it and stop trying to create yourself to be something other than what you are right now, life would be incredibly easy, incredibly fun, incredibly filled with all the success and abundance that you could possibly imagine. More than you could imagine. And it's by simply just being who you are. You don't have to fight for anything. You don't even have to use any manifestation techniques to do anything. All you have to do is stop trying to be something that you aren't, because that's someone else's role. That's someone else's role. This is your stage. This is your life. You don't have to learn all the parts of a different role. You can just be you. Because you are the best. You really, really are. And if anybody's ever made you feel that you aren't, or like you're not good enough, or that you have to be something else, I'm sorry that that happened to you. It's happened to me too a lot in my life. But we can break free of that. And maybe that's where the inspiring others that we strive for really comes from. Maybe it doesn't come from trying to be someone else. Maybe the people who are really able to inspire others are people who are really just being who they truly are. Maybe when you're who you truly are, there's a certain radiance of energy that comes off of you and people can feel it. And then they want to be like you. And it's a whole chain reaction where then they're trying to emulate you and be like you, but they've missed the point. Your magic is that you are you. Their magic is that they are them. So now that you feel this energy, now we want to go ahead and bring it back to the main question. Okay, I'm going to give myself permission to be me and stop trying to be other things. I don't need to fight. I can surrender and go with the flow of the stream of who I truly am, the gift that I came here to be. It's simple. I'm here now, right? I don't need to fight to be someone. So you've chosen this. You've said, yeah, let's do it. Then it comes back to the question, okay, so how do you know who you're really meant to be? I'm going to go ahead and give you a few examples in my life right now. But the point is not to listen to me or give your energy and attention and power to me and who I am and my story. Because oftentimes that's what we do. We feed our energy into others without even realizing it. And you miss using it in your own role. So just listen to what I'm saying. Don't necessarily integrate it. Just listen and reflect about yourself is my personal thing to share with you there. I'll be honest, okay? I love making videos. I really do like doing this. It's definitely a part of my life, and I'm not gonna push it away and quit and stop doing it. But this is not who I am. It's really not, guys. And here's one of the ways that I can know that. Because to make videos, I have to work at it, okay? Now, this goes against so much of what people have taught us. To hear someone say like, oh, I don't want to do this because I have to work at it, we're trained to all of a sudden think that this person is lazy and they don't strive for anything. But what if that is just a frame that society and everybody's created to keep you on a hamster wheel? You see what I'm saying? It's not about being lazy. It's about life doesn't have to be hard when we're being ourselves, right? So honestly, I have to work at making videos. My dog is like running on this log with me, so cute. I have to work at making videos, right? I generally, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys. He just jumped in the water and it's really cute. He's like trying to swim in here. Are you having a good time, buddy? I know it looks like he's stuck and like I should be helping him and not laughing at him. But if you guys knew Lightning, you would know that he is a ridiculously badass adventurer. And also, he totally just jumped in there on his own. But now I am gonna help him because he needs help on the log. There you go, buddy. It's also pretty hot right now. It's like a real nice summer day type vibe. So he definitely did that on purpose. Okay, sorry for getting distracted. We're gonna go back to the video now. That was just like super cute. His tail's wagging like a mother. So I have to actually think and put myself in a certain frame of energy to do this, right? I wanna make sure I'm feeling good. I need to be super well rested. I need to think about what's the most valuable thing I could be sharing with people. I need to work at, okay, I need to title things a certain way and get the algorithm, blah, 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 right? I have to work towards it. And the thing is that I want to be a full-time YouTuber. I'm just gonna lay it out real simple for you guys. I want to be a full-time YouTuber. And that's the energy right there that can let you know that it's not who you actually are. Because who you actually are, you don't want to be, you just are. I want to be a famous musician. Therefore, emphasizing and saying clearly in the universe and who I am that I'm not. That's not really who I am because I want to be it. When you have something, anything in life, when it's truly who you are, you don't have to fight for it. There is no wanting it. Think about it. I don't want my hair to look this way. It just is this way. There's all different kinds of examples of it. Sometimes you strive so hard to be in a relationship with someone, and as soon as you're in the relationship with them, you suddenly don't feel that same kind of desire and want towards them. Suddenly it feels totally normal, right? People are like, oh, the flame has gone. No, it's just that you don't desire and want them anymore because now you have them. So this is the example. Who you really are, what you really have, what you're really doing here, it feels totally normal. It's not on a pedestal of being amazing. You don't want it because it's who you are. Simple as that. I want to be a YouTuber. It's not who I am. I can enjoy life and strive towards it, and I do have fun doing it, and I love sharing with my friends here, but it is a huge load off in my energy to realize that this is not really who I am. It's something that I'm doing, but it's not really who I am. And I'll just share with you guys, again, it's not about me. Make sure that you're tuning into yourself here. I am a writer. And I know that sounds strange, and probably you guys don't know that. And it's because I don't go around flaunting it or talking about it, because it's not really something that's very exciting to me. It's just something I do. I write every single morning. I've been writing since I was a kid. I'm always writing stories, always writing all kinds of stuff, okay? I don't have it on a pedestal. It's not that exciting to me, and I've never pursued being a writer professionally because it's not extravagant. It's not something super amazing that's far out of my reach. You see what I'm saying? Because it's just who I am. I am a writer. It is who I have always been. Even in all my music and songwriting, the part that I really loved was writing the songs. And this is the thing. Who you are is so freaking obvious and so in your face there all of the time that you don't even care about it. You want to know a fun tip on how to know who you really are and what you're meant to do? It's probably going to be something that seems super insignificant to you. It's probably going to be something you don't really care about. It doesn't have glamour to it. You don't want to pursue it and make it who you are and flaunt it on your shirt and all this stuff to everybody. because it's just who you are. It's normal. It's normal, right? So here's the thing. When we look at the title of this video, how to know what you're meant to do. You're not meant to do anything. You're just meant to be who you are. And it's simple. The whole idea of wanting to make something a big career, get famous for it, make lots of money and have success, these are other people's ideas and a collective society idea that has been pushed onto us. It's something to strive for. Therefore, it's not really who you are. Just because something is who you are doesn't mean you need to monetize it and make it this huge deal. That is a trick that society has graciously bestowed upon us to keep us on this magnificent hamster wheel that fuels all of the people who are sitting pretty at the big seats, okay? I'm just gonna lay it out real simple for you. That's the truth. So I'm choosing to stop running on the hamster wheel and fueling something that isn't even me. It's something out here. Who you are doesn't need to be looked at and figured out how to make it this big deal. The truth is if you just tune in and you just be it, and you let yourself be it, and you stop trying to pursue all the things that are on a pedestal for you, life is going to become extremely easy and fluid. Simple. Life is going to become extremely easy and fluid. There are so many things that we're pursuing in our life right now. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna walk across this log and I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, so back to what I was saying. There are so many things in our lives that we are working on. I know I'm not the only one. I'm a very dedicated person. I love having projects. I'm thinking about making YouTube videos all the time, right? Coming up with new ideas, trying to figure out how to get the channel to take off, all this stuff, how to add the most value to you guys constantly. I'm giving so much energy to it. But the truth is that it drains me. When you are dedicating yourself to a goal that is a foreign goal, meaning it's not yours, it's someone else's goal that seems super shiny and shimmery to you because it's on a pedestal and it's outside of yourself, and you say, I want it because it's not who I am. When you are dedicated and channeling your energy into a foreign goal, you will feel drained. This is a great way to know that you're working on a foreign goal. Even if you've magically convinced yourself that it's not, because I sure of hell do it all the time. I'm really good at convincing myself of things, okay? I'm an incredible liar to myself. I'm number one. Number one person good at lying to themselves that I know, okay? It's very simple. When you're working towards something that isn't actually yours, it's not genuine to your heart and your true soul path here on earth, you will feel drained after working on it and while you're working on it. You will feel kind of tired and kind of like, you know? You're gonna feel like you need to keep recharging. You might feel like you have to do certain things. You need to put yourself in a position of doing all these spiritual practices. I need to make sure I'm doing my yoga every day. I need to be meditating. I need to make sure that I eat super healthy, right? I need to take cold showers every day before my videos, blah, 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 blah. You'll start doing things to help yourself get in alignment with that version of yourself. But the reason that you have to change who you are to get to it is a huge example of why it's not really who you are. If you're doing something that drains your energy, huge sign that it's not who you really are, even if you've done a great job at lying yourself and convincing yourself, okay? Number two, when you're working on something that is truly who you are, you will feel total fuel. You will feel like you are one with the universe, like all of it is channeling into you. You don't drain any energy. You could do it non-stop. And the visualization of yourself doing it full time, for example, which again, a lot of that is part of society's idea that it's put on us. You don't have to make something full time. Really, you can just be a human being. We're not human doings, okay? Human being. You'll feel so fulfilled and so normal. It feels normal in a good way. So long I've been visualizing myself traveling the world on the beaches of Costa Rica, making videos and stuff with my partner. This is what I've been visualizing, having tons of money, doing all this stuff, right? But it always felt like something foreign that I had to work really hard at getting my vibration and frequency to shift to, right? Visualizing myself, just a simple shift. Visualizing myself sitting on the beach of Costa Rica with my partner, drinking out of a coconut, and just writing. That's not even something I have to try to convince myself I'm going towards. It's already here. It's who I am. I have this beautiful environment around me where I can just sit outside and write all day. You guys see what I'm saying? Who you really are is here. And you can give yourself permission to be that right now. And the truth is, since giving myself permission to do that and realizing that this isn't truly my door, it's a foreign door, guess what? I'm still here doing it, but I'm not draining my energy into it anymore. I don't feel confused. Suddenly my back doesn't hurt because I'm not carrying all this bullshit that isn't mine. I'm doing videos because it's a hobby. I like hanging out with my friends here and sharing what I'm learning on my spiritual journey, and that's it. This is not my goal. I'm not trying to become hundreds of thousands of subscribers famous and make money from this. I'm not trying to do anything anymore. I love that I can wake up in the morning, sit outside, and just write. And it feels so good. I feel so tuned in, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So the truth is, a lot of the manifestation techniques that we're going to be talking about over the span of the next month here, I'm going to be releasing lots of manifestation videos, okay? Lots of these techniques explain to you how to shift your vibration, change the frequency, right? How to align yourself with the version of yourself that you want to be. And I'll tell you right now, it works. The techniques I'm going to share with you work. They've worked for me multiple times to manifest myself in completely different forms of success, whether it be attracting my soulmate, right? I got my YouTube channel to take off very heavily at one point. I had a huge successful business. I was pulling in 40K a month. I've done all kinds of amazing things with these techniques. But every single time I've done it, it is so clear that I'm not living my genuine self, and it's not worth it. So I'm going to share these techniques with you, but make sure to tune in and feel what is the true door of who you really are. Because when you apply the techniques to that, hands down, nothing will ever get in your way. There will be no obstacles, and you'll be going with the flow of the universe and who you really are. You don't have to fight to be you. You can just be you. You're here right now. You have always been. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to let me know what you thought about this video below. If you liked it, give it a like. Make sure to subscribe because I got all kinds more videos of these coming out. And thanks a lot. Tons of love to you guys, and see you for the next video.